Hey guys, I'm Ouroboros. Let's play Persona 5 Royal. It is January 20th, and guess what? They finally granted my wish. Not so loud, jeez, we're still on the train, you know? What's this about a wish? They added a new course to the Young and Jaya batting cages. It's amazing. I never would have thought it could... Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? Let's check it out together on the way home. New course. You sure seem fired up about it. I've mentioned this before. I really like the batting cages. I think it's a super fun minigame, and we've got like one free day in the game. I'll probably hit it up then, but I'm not sure if it's... I think it's in the guide once. I can't remember if I went there.
What's this?
But we've got some free time during class, so what we are going to do is we are going to read... If it'll show up, we're going to read Factorization Guide. Dear God, I hope I have this. Where are you? Where are you? There it is, Factorization Guide. So, what does it say? Complicated phenomena can always be simplified. Wow. Thanks, game. It's most efficient to first understand how this is so obvious. Why did I need a book to tell me that? To make simple things easy, you have to understand them. Thanks. It's very easy to understand. I can see why you're able to... Okay, whatever.
All right.
We can now study more effectively. Unfortunately, we don't really study because it's not the most efficient use of our time. I guess... I don't know how much it impacts, like, how many social stats we get when we study, but I guess at this point you still need knowledge? Go for it, I guess? I don't remember when we got that book. It must have been a while ago. But we've got a few things that we can pick up prior to heading into Mementos today, because we do have a couple of requests, and we do have something we have to do there that deals with Maruki's palace. Before then, you can grab the yakisoba pan if you want. I'm also going to head over to Kichijoji. If I can not mess this up. I can never navigate this map. I don't know why. I don't know why I've always struggled with it. I don't know. Some UIs I just flail. I guess, I don't know if it's... Can you navigate it with the control stick? No, that just moves it around. Okay. I don't know. Having the D-pad with things not in the four cardinal directions just messes with me. And we're going to head over to the bun shop as we open and close our umbrella a bunch of times. And we're going to get the special Chimaki. Do I want to go ahead and... What do our healing items look like right now? I feel like I've got plenty. Yeah, I'm not really worried about... we are gonna head into Mementos another day. So... I think I'm gonna hold off on the challenge medals, and there's also a couple extra little tidbits, right? We do head in... Let me check my timeline real quick before I commit to that. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to the hideout, because I might as well. Let me check my content time, my handy dandy spreadsheet.
How are you?
We should go to Mementos. Yes, we have another Mementos trip, so I might wait until then. That is on the 28th. But Sumire says, hi, we're about to enter Mementos, correct? I know I'm still a newcomer, but I'll make sure not to slow the group down. I'm looking forward to working with all you.
No way.
I keep telling you, you don't gotta be so formal. But if you want, I can teach you everything you gotta know about what we do as the Phantom Thieves.
Hey.
Sorry to interrupt, but I already explained everything to her. Huh? So she knows about palaces and all that?
Yes.
Ah, yes, Morgana-senpai already taught me about all of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, then. I guess you missed your chance to become a senpai, Ryuji.
What?
Shut up. Wasn't even aiming for that anyways. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your chance to become a senpai. Well, then, let's get back on topic. We should begin by investigating Mementos, but I prefer to avoid dying in vain due to a lack of preparation. Therefore, it's more important than ever that you all be in your best shape before proceeding.
You're right.
As usual, we'll let Ren handle how we should proceed. Once we're all prepared, let's head into Mementos. Did that say the Mementos? I can't go back to my log. I know we need to review requests, because we got a couple. Well, everyone's here, so let's sort through all of our intel. This is a request from a boy who's wishing for his own death. He and his younger sister have been living together since losing their parents, but lately, he can't help but feel hatred towards her. One day, though it was an unfortunate accident, he apparently inflicted a severe wound on her. He's asking to be killed before he hurts his precious little sister any further. Oh. To lose both parents while they were so young. Things must have been tough for them. Yes, but he must be telling the truth about her being precious to him, right? Or he wouldn't make such a request. And he's asking us to kill him? Not his sister? I think he feels so cornered that he's going insane. I want to change his heart.
Agreed.
I agree. He's not in a state of mind where he can make reasonable decisions.
Yes,
Yes, I'd like for us to help him.
I am in favor.
I feel the same. We can't leave him like this. Are you certain that's what he truly wants? Yeah, I think so. If he really wanted to die, he wouldn't have made a post like this on the fan site. Yeah, I think he made that post because he wants help. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Very well, do as you please. We sure will. I'm down to change this guy's heart.
Of course.
Definitely me too. Alright, we're all in agreement. Let's save this guy and return his compassion for his sister.
Listen up.
Next one is a target this time. It's a mother who abandoned her child. She described the post in the situation on the fan site. Leaving her child behind? Sounds to me like a case of child neglect. Since the posts are still ongoing, I'm guessing the mom still isn't giving the kid any attention. And it sounds like they haven't even been getting proper meals lately. Not even meals? Oh, that's awful. We gotta help them already. Why do people neglect their kids? Even if they're young, kids are still aware that they're being treated badly.
You're right.
Keep your chin up, Futaba. Let's change the mother's heart so she can wake up already. I already had Mona send out the calling card. Let's get moving and change her heart. Alright, so yeah, you should have 2 requests. And if you remember yesterday, we did also buy, or we didn't buy, we had Kawakami craft us some treasure traps. If you're missing any treasure demons, you can go ahead and grab them in mementos. They're kind of scattered throughout the different paths, not blocks. Not blocks. I've been playing too much of Reload because I'm getting ready for my playthrough. I'm almost there right now. I'm on the last day. It's the promised day, so anyway, let's go ahead and head on into mementos, and you can see it looks a little bit different. We've got some tendril-looking things up on the ceiling. Is this voice acted? Per maybe? Please? Hello? Nope. So, this is someone's palace too.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, this is Violet's first trip into mementos. Well, check this out. This place is everyone's palace. Ah, yes, everyone's palace.
So that's
I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I do get the sense that it's important. Thanks for explaining. Good job catching up. Close enough.
this.
But doesn't it feel like the place has changed somehow? Or was it always like this? Think so? Looks the same as usual to me.
Oh my.
You're kidding, right? This place has always looked rather bizarre, but the massive cables are a recent addition. Oh, yeah? They appear to be the same cables as those we found in Maruki's palace. It looks like our theory about them affecting this place was accurate. Yep, we nailed that one. Better than we thought we did, too. I'm getting strong readings all the way down. It leads all the way to where we found the Holy Grail. But the God of Control isn't there anymore, right? Why don't we check it out ourselves? I've got something I want Violet to see, too. Me? Morgana, transform! And there he goes. How about that?
Oh.
Talk about a low-key reaction. Well, it wasn't really out of my depth to imagine a cat turning into a car.
No
But
way.
my transformation! Wow, he actually let the cat part slide that time. Yes, it's that ability it's that ability to imagine it so easily that allows Morgana to transform in the first place.
Now,
Let's go already. Standing here around is just a waste of time. But my main point is, I'm in a totally different league than those other cars. Hop in, you'll see what it's like riding in my high-performance vehicle. Oh god, I'm getting Teddy vibes. That's okay. I actually don't mind
To work.
the goofy Persona characters. I know some people don't like Teddy and Morgana, but I like having them around. I think they're fun. I don't think they're the terrible thing that everybody makes them out to be. And I know I've said this a lot, but I need to fuse some more Personas. So I think I'm gonna start off this trip by just cutting to when I'm back and have better Personas, because it's been a while since I've fused stuff, and I feel like I'm way, way, way behind level-wise, so I'll be right back. Just kidding, just kidding.
welcome to the Velvet Room.
I hope this is voice acted and that's just not a one-off line. The prison door's open.
I have been waiting.
It's just a one-off voice line. The state of the Velvet Room reflects the state of your own heart. The room's changes reflect your showing the spirit of rebellion to that entity that binds your future. Indeed. Your change in appearance must be also due to the rebellious spirit you've harbored for so long. And with that spirit, you appear to have grasped a new possibility as well. Okay, what do you mean?
Then
The current you, I'm struggling with the dialogue today, should be able to fuse, oh my god. The current you should be capable of fusing new personas. Please make good use of this to keep the ruin at bay. We will continue to provide aid on your perilous journey. Now, to business. Yes, to business indeed. And I might start this off with something different. We can still talk to Lavenza, she's not the twins, but I'm going to talk to Igor. And this is something that I tried to do, and it didn't work. I'm going to try the network fusion. I'm not going to try the network fusion? Okay, well, I'll just be back. Alrighty, so after spending probably half an hour in the Velvet Room, I now have every single persona fused all the way up to level 78. Actually, no, because of the bonuses through 80. Kind of cut off about halfway through 81 because of all the Confidant bonuses. This also includes the group fusions. Where is it? There it is. I guess group guillotine in this case. These don't show up as missing in your compendium. They show up missing here. I also don't include the DLC, the DLC personas, just because those are. It's weird. Like they don't, kind of don't count. It's kind of odd. Like they show up, but like I've never pulled any of these personas before, but they don't like really count as missing. At least I don't think they do. I'm at 84% completion on the compendium, so I guess we'll find out soon, and then I will leave really quickly and I will show you my new party. If I can pull it up here. Obviously I don't have everything. If you want to pause to see what I've got, be my guess. It's nothing super crazy. I did have a few good pulls. Like I've made that's a feel like a pretty decent Koryu right there. You don't need anything super crazy right now, at least I don't think so. We don't have a super, I hope, not a super long memento strip today. Granted, I say that and then I'll probably end up being here for like 2 hours or whatever. But let's head to the very, very, very bottom of mementos. This is where the Prison of Sloth kind of started, as we can see here, but if you remember what Morgana said is we need to go check and see what happened to the area where we first fought the Holy Grail. And it says the Hall of the Grail. We don't have to do any of the prison, but we are now... Oh, no, I want to go up there. I want the cool cutscene. No! Oh, okay. I just wanted to use the grappling hook, because we never get to use this thing. And I get to go swoosh. And we've got a whole bunch of new stuff going on right here, and I hope this is voice acted. It should be. Please.
Excuse me?
Why? Why is nothing? I hate, this is one of the worst parts of the third semester. Like, nothing's voice acted. Huh? This room was where the Grail was.
Yes.
Indeed. I could never forget. But this is all... These are all more of those cables, right? They must be coming from all over mementos and gathering in this spot.
That's not right.
Actually, it's the opposite. They're not gathering in mementos. They're spreading. This is the point of origin. After all, this place is the core of the masses' consciousness. If you want to manipulate mementos, there's nowhere better to start than the very heart of it. So it intends to reach its roots from here to every corner of civilization. That's a desperate move. It makes me sick. Hey, look at that! The central cable. Seems familiar to me. That's the one handling all the data from Marky's palace.
What are your thoughts?
What's our move, Joker? Should we follow where it leads? I guess we don't have another option. So we are going to follow where this leads. And do I go around it? What do I do here? Oh. I thought we were gonna go... For some reason I thought it was going down. I don't know why. I can't comprehend the dialogue that I just wrote.
A new area has Updating guidance information.
Is this voice acted? I guess we'll find out. And we're now going up. We're going up in Mementos for once. This is the result of Maruki's distortion. So we got a new area in Mementos. How about that?
Oh, everything got all different.
What's that? Hey, good job.
Oh, Jose.
Wait, a kid? Driving? And you all happen to know him already? Is there anybody you don't know?
There's a flower here, but this one smells a bit different from the others. Let's see how it tastes. Ugh. I guess I shouldn't be picky. I'm going to move on further. Are you guys doing the same?
If I feel like it. I feel like this is a definitive yes, but I guess not.
I see. Whether or not you do, let me know if you find any more flowers. I'll reward you well for them. Well, good job.
What an odd kid.
Would be much odder if the metaverse were as logical as the real world is.
Be careful if you're going any further, all right? I'm getting all sorts of strange readings. Shadows, too.
Yep, so I don't know why that was voice acted in the previous cutscene. Wasn't, but here we are. And if we jump into Mementos, we can see the shadows look way different. I can run through these. Oh, this is gonna be so much faster. Okay, I guess that means, oh, I smacked my mic, sorry about that. I guess this means that I need to speed through these Persona bios because I've got a lot, because I didn't think I'd be able to just run through enemies. So, we're going to start with all of the tier 3 personas that we have just now recently unlocked. And I am going to start, I don't know if there's a specific order to these or I just kind of randomized it. First one is Celestine. So this is just it's Celestine, I'm gonna say this wrong, Gali Marie. She is the singer who first played Carmen in Bizet's opera. She's just based off the real person. Stat-wise, this is Hecate, but you get high energy. We've kind of talked about this briefly. High energy is a full party concentrate. I think it costs 90 SP, which is incredibly expensive, but for obvious reasons, full party concentrate is incredibly strong. It's not like Fuka's where you have to wait for Theurgy. It's available to you whenever you've got SP. So that's Celestine. Again, really, there's not too much issues. Oh, I think the trait is different. Oh my god, I forgot about the traits. I'm so dumb. I need to go over here. I think I've talked about these briefly. It's basically just an upgraded version of what we had before. If I can do it right. Yeah, it just decreases cost by half. All these traits are basically just extra cherries on top. Like, okay, I guess I can't run through that one. All these traits are just extras. Nothing super crazy. Next persona, and I'm going to, I guess, avoid talking about traits because it's basically just the same. William's the next party member, 3rd tier persona. William is just William Kid. It's Captain Kid's first name. Stat-wise, this is Satan Taisei with Fighting Spirit, and much like On, this is just a full party charge, so they're very similar. Nothing super crazy. And we can see just how much I love Violet in this fight. But yeah, I like William. I think he's good. And on to the next one. This is Al-Azif. So the Al-Azif, that's the original Arabic name for the Necronomicon. Stat-wise, this is Prometheus with ultimate support. I'm just going to read this quoted straight from the Megaten Wiki. So ultimate support is, it says, when activated with moral support, ultimate support fully restores the entire party's HP, recovers them from down, removes all their ailments, revives any fallen allies to full health, and increases their attack, defense, agility, and crit rate.
All right.
That is a direct quote from the Megaten Wiki. That's not me writing things down. Yeah, it's a lot. So Al-Azif is good. The Navs are always good. I feel like the Navs are never bad. Obviously, like, there's no real downside to having them because they just kind of sit in the back and do positive effects and whatnot. But anyway, Next third tier, this is Gorokichi. So Gorokichi is Goemon's birth name. So nothing super crazy there. Again, all these third tier personas are just basically other names for the first tier personas, like your original personas. Like Johanna and Goemon and Carmen, all that stuff. All that good stuff. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So Gorokichi, this is Kamu Suzano with Hyaka Ryoran. I definitely didn't say that right. This is a full party Heat Riser. And like the previous couple, anytime you have a full party skill that is a busted skill when it's a single target, yeah, it's going to be very, very, very strong when you get the full party version. And then I think this is the, well, kind of the last one. Lucy. Lucy is Haru's tier 3 persona. This is Lucy Hay, the Countess of Carlisle. This is the inspiration for Milady de Winter, which is obviously Haru's tier 1 persona. Stat-wise, it's Astartes with Life Wall. So Life Wall is a full party Tetrakarn plus Makarakarn. I think I forgot the stamps from the last one. That's fine, I can get it later. So I think it's one of each. I don't think it's just a one or the other. I'm pretty sure it's you get a Tetrakarn and you get a Makarakarn on every single party member. And then the last kind of ish tier 3 persona, at least for now, is Raoul. So Raoul is technically Joker's tier 3 persona. It's a DLC one, so not... It's kind of odd. So Raoul, so it's Arsène Raoul Lupin, so it's Arsene's middle name, and I did get the thing here. I did get the stamp. Oopsies, it's fine. But there is another stamp here, so it's fine. So it's Arsene's middle name. So I say it's kind of his tier 3, but it's not... Like, obviously it's a DLC persona, so it just kind of exists. He doesn't actually awaken to it or anything, because we're a wild card, and that's how wild cards always go, typically. There's usually just that tier 1 and then the tier 2, although I guess at this point... you could maybe consider P3 different or something, and then I don't know. It's weird. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but stat-wise, Raoul is incredibly strong, like many DLC personas, but I feel like he's the most, or one of the more reasonable ones of the DLC personas. Like, he doesn't feel uber, super, ultra, mega busted. So you've got Ollie Dance, you get Heat Riser, you get Concentrate, you get Life Aid. We've got a target here. Life Aid recovers 8% HP and SP after battle, so incredibly strong. Obviously, it's not Victory Cry or anything, but so good. You also get Hazy Presence, that's a straight. It increases the chance of follow-up attacks, which I just think is interesting. You know, it's not one of those things where it's like Country Maker, where it's just like, this is the most absurdly broken thing in the game, or like some of the Ultimate Persona, which we'll get to more in a minute, traits, which are just incredibly strong, or they just basically reduce the amount of SP that you need to basically nothing. It's just a nice thing that further emphasizes the just general mechanics of the game, and I just like it. I think it's a cool trait. Again, I like Raoul. I'm not going to be using it, again, because of a DLC persona, but realistically, this is one that I kind of went back and forth on, just because it is more like, I don't want to say story-related, but it feels more relevant to what's going on, as opposed to just summoning Orpheus, who's the P3 protagonist. It's his initial persona just feels odd in this game. But I would say if you are going to use a DLC persona, Raoul is probably a good choice to not just eliminate any remote challenge from the game, but also just have fun with them. Granted, that's if you are concerned with the difficulty. If you're not, if you just want to play around and break the game, and honestly, breaking this game is a lot of fun, go for it. But we've got a target up ahead, so let's hop in this weird goobly tunnel and see which one this is. We've only got 2 targets today, so nothing super crazy. Look, that must be Kuniko Kagami. I think that's right. Let's change her heart for her kid. Oh, this is the mom that's abusing her kid. You gonna say something?
Hey.
Kuniko Kagami, you're the mother who doesn't properly care for her children, correct?
What do you
My
mean?
children? Phantom thieves. I know. I really do. I know that you're right, but I can't. Please leave me alone. I don't deserve to live. Something's wrong with her.
I may have thought.
Could this be what people call self-neglect? No, really, Makoto. Wow. Not being able to sustain a normal life to the point where it's damaging to their health. I remember the request saying something about the room being messy. So not only was she neglecting her children, but herself as well. My father and mother died one after another. Then my husband died too. Everyone who supported me is dead. I have no reason to live anymore.
Hey,
That's not true. What about your kid? My child. No, leave me alone. I don't need anyone's help. My child would be happier to die with me. I have to. Oh no. That's wrong. We have to stop her.
so annoying.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Stay away from me. Ah, yes, the classic Reddit diagnosis. She has a messy room. That means she must be depressed. And I feel like I need to be careful with this wrong because I know it reflects a lot of stuff. If you're not gonna leave me alone, I'll start off by eating you all. I feel like that's a pretty big jump. Granted, that's just me. And in case you didn't notice, I've got Spellmaster on this Koryu, which makes things... Ah, damn it. It does make things a lot easier to deal with. You definitely reflect. Do I drain this? I think I do. Or I null it. That's close enough. I'm not really worried about... Like I said, I'm not super worried about this pimento strip. I say that. Ooh. Forgot about that. Wait, did I not? I didn't do one for Agnes. No! Oh, I'm so stupid. Well, thank you to Megaten Wiki. I will look this up really quick. I'm just gonna kind of atomic flare. Don't reflect it, don't reflect it, don't reflect it. I think I can debilitate. That'll probably be good for when Joker does eventually Psycho Force this. Please do a lot of damage. I love that anime. That did like nothing. And now I'm angry. Just kidding, I'm not angry. That didn't last long. How did I forget Agnes? Oh, I'm so dumb. Can I sword dance you? You're definitely gonna reflect and kill me, but it'll be funny. Oh, that actually didn't do very much. There's really not a whole lot I feel like I can do here. Do I atomic flare? I'm just gonna oh wait, you reflected that, didn't you? No, you didn't. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Do you reflect gun? Please? Nope, you reflect gun. Okay. Well, I feel like half my party is basically just useless here. So, now that I've pulled up the Megaten Wiki and I can do this over here. So, Agnes is basically another name given to Pope Joan or Johanna, which, oh, I wonder where that came from. Yeah, so, and now that I have it here, and I can see, oh, you're weak to flesh. I'm so stupid. And now that I can see it, you also get Checkmate, which, if I can look at it, this is a full party, or I guess a full enemy debilitate. So very similar to Yusuke's Gorokichi, right? Gorokichi had the full party Heat Riser, right? I believe so. I'm so professional. I can't believe I forgot about Makoto. Sorry. I guess I can just make Idoli on here. But yeah, it's just that. It's just that. I don't really have much else to say. I feel like these tier 3 personas, there's not a ton to say. I'll go ahead and go away because we haven't seen this very much.
Weaklings like you! That's disappointing.
Pretty crazy technique.
Okay, so I do want to talk about showtimes really quick, because somebody pointed this out to me when I talked about the Joker and Akechi showtime during the Sondrian boss fight. I didn't actually know this, but apparently there's 2 slightly different versions of each animation, and it's not talking about the voice lines. It's the actual animation itself. I guess it depends on like either how big the enemy or if it's a boss, it will slightly change the animation towards the end, which I didn't know. I've never noticed that, so thank you to the person who pointed that out. I honestly forgot who it was, so I'm sorry. I forget names. I recognize people. Why did I Mahamayon? That was so dumb. I recognize people based off of their YouTube profile pictures and not their names, with the exception of like 1 or 2 people here and there. But the majority of the time, I'm like, oh, I recognize the profile picture, and I have no idea who the name is, because it's so much easier to just get a glimpse of the picture than it is to read the name. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't really know. I don't really want to waste 90 SP on this. I don't need much else. I guess I could. I'm not. Yeah. I can't words today. I don't know why. It wasn't even a long day. I feel like I had a decent day at work, but it's just here we are. Sometimes it's how it goes. I need actual light bless skills. Light bless, not Hama skills. Do I not have any? I've used all those personas and I don't have any? God damn it. Okay, I guess I just Psycho Force here. I don't think this kills because it's got defense up. Don't hurt me. That's fine. The all-out attack should kill here. Yes. Oh, I should have gotten a fortune reading from Chihaya before I came in here. It's really not a big deal. I've got so much money, and there's really not. That didn't kill. There's really not much else we can do in terms of spending money. I guess we've got compendium infusion and stuff, but like, you can just drive through. Just drive through. Just go to the drive-through. It's a drive-through enemy. At this point, are you trying to help me? Yes, we are. That's why we're here. That's why we're the Phantom Thieves, and we fight with the power of friendship, and everybody gets a level up. When all my family members started passing away, I didn't know what to do. I lost the will to do anything. I couldn't even get out of bed on some days. I was even annoyed by my daughter when she would talk to me. I wished for her death. How could I think of something so horrible? You can still change. Oh, you're right. If it's not too late. Right now, I just want to go home and hug her.
I'm sorry.
And I'm going to start changing by doing what I can. Well, that's one of the 2 requests. We get the Spiral Hell Ring. Jesus Christ. What a name. Alright, small cry for help. I would say that's more than a small cry when you say you want your kid to die. So we will keep exploring, because we don't really have another block to go to. What does that item do? I probably can change jokers. This gives me Mamadoon. Okay, I don't really need that all that much. And I'm going to swap out my party a little bit so that those 2 are probably fine. They're fine for now. I'll bring in Yusuke. But with that out of the way, let's get back to the bios. Up next on my list is Gabriel. Gabriel is a high-ranking Archangel, and we've talked about, I think we've talked about 2? At least 1, I think. I need to go, no, I can just go to the, oh, that's a scary enemy. I'm gonna go to a higher area. Anyway, Gabriel's name means God is my strength.
I'm detecting a ton of shadows.
Gabriel is the embodiment of the Holy Spirit. So Gabriel's also the one who told Mary that she would give birth to Jesus, and also tells the Islamic prophets what they should do. Gabriel is usually depicted as a man, but sometimes pictured with more feminine qualities, so maybe a woman? And I'm pretty sure in this game it's more explicitly a woman, so another one of those kind of gender ambiguous personas that we've got, and we've had a handful here and there. Stat-wise, you get a really strong mix of skills. So you get Mazio dying, you get Mabufu dying, you also get Ollie Dance, which I've sung high praises of Ollie Dance plenty of times before. You get Touch and Go, which is a Sukukaja during Baton Pass. You also get, and this is I think the last skill that it gets, because I remember fusing it just recently, you get Salvation, which is essentially the most powerful healing spell you can have. So you've got a lot of options here. I would recommend kind of a... Honestly, probably your best bet is probably doing some kind of support role, especially if you've got Salvation there, or if you want to pass down like Ollie Dance or some of its more offensive skills down to something, that would be a good option as well. We're really at the point now where the majority of personas are going to be really good options for at least some kind of niche that you're trying to fill in your team, whatever you might need. Next up, another one of the archangels. This is Raphael. His name means it is God that heals, and Raphael is also the guardian of the Tree of Life. Raphael told Adam about the angel war with Lucifer, as well as the creation of Earth, and Raphael also appears in the Lover's Tarot card, if you've ever seen that. And then in Islam, Raphael signals the beginning of Judgment Day by sounding a trumpet, so kind of like Trumpeter, if you remember that from all that time ago. Stat-wise, you've got a very, very strong physical attacker. You get Sword Dance, which is always going to be good. You get Charge, you get Heat Riser, you get Arms Master, which is very similar to Spellmaster, except it has the SP cost for magic skills. And what else do you get? Oh, you also have no weaknesses, which is always going to be good. You never want weaknesses, because that sucks when enemies get one more off a Joker. If you can, I would always recommend throwing a resist or a null or a drain or whatever it is on weaknesses. If you can pass that down somehow, that's always going to be a good option for whatever personas you have on your wildcard, in this case Joker. Next persona. This is Sraosha. This is one of the most important... I'm going to say this so wrong. So this is from Zoroastrianism, Yazatas? Y-A-Z-A-T-A-S. It loosely translates to angel, but not quite. It's a little different. So Sraosha spreads religion throughout the world and also serves as a medium between people and the Ahura Mazda. I think that's how you say it. Whatever the thing that I just said, that's one of the most powerful gods in Zoroastrianism. Sraosha can also be in charge of the material world and serve as a protector. You also see Sraosha in Persian Islam as an angel named Surush. I think that's how you say it. So kind of another one where you've got a lot of different influences between like religion, mythology, that kind of stuff. Except instead of like Judeo-Christian, it's more of Zoroastrianism and Persian Islam. In-game, Sraosha, first of all, I think it's a great design. I think it looks super cool. I feel like I don't see this thing very often, but I've always loved how it looks in this game. And I guess any Persona games, but since we're talking about this one, here we are. You get a lot of bless skills, obviously, because it's kind of another one of the angelic-ish personas. You get Angelic Grace, because angelic, and you get Debilitate. I would recommend that you fuse into it so that you can abuse that high agility and magic stat. But if you just pick it up normally, it'll still be good, because, again, if you've got good stats, you're probably going to be good regardless of what skills you have, with the exception of a handful here and there. And yet another one of my favorite designs in this game, and I'm pretty sure this is a Royal exclusive because it shows up in Maruki's Palace. This is Vohu Mana. I love the design of this thing. I think it looks so cool with the like arm thingy. I think if it's the one I'm remembering, I don't have a picture of it. I just type because it's too hard for me to pull up the bios that I actually have. I'm like 90% sure I know what this is. But sometimes with these names, it can get a little crossed up in my mind. That's okay. So Vohu Mana background is literally the good state of mind in Zoroastrianism, if that kind of makes sense. Almost like I don't want to say like a yin and yang type of thing, but kind of-ish. It is the rival to Akka Mana, which is considered the bad state of mind. So kind of a yin and yang type of deal. It also represents animals with a particular focus on cattle. And there are no stamps here. Okay. Stat-wise, is so strong magic attacker. Just seriously, like, just crazy strong. It doesn't get the best skills, and can't really take advantage of its trait on its own, so absolutely fuse into this thing and give it some just busted stuff, because it will put in work. It will absolutely shred enemies and even bosses. But here is our second and final target. This is now Minamoto. He wants to die because he hurt his sister. We can't leave him. He does look like he's got the resolve of someone who, of someone who wants to commit suicide. Be careful, Joker. I'm gonna heal up just in case. Alright, what does this guy have to say? Phantom thieves? You really came. Good. Now I won't be able to hurt my sister ever again.
No.
We're not here to kill you, we're here to change your heart.
What?
Change your heart? No, I want you guys to kill me because I hate her. I hate my sister for getting in the way of my life. If it weren't for her, I could have gone to high school and college. I could have hung out with my friends instead of working all the time. Maybe I could have joined a school club.
What was that?
Make it over harder. There's still a part of you that wants to protect her, even if it means giving up your time, right? Yes, I shouldn't think these thoughts. It's not true. I want her to have a different life than I do. I really want her to be happy. No, I hate her. I hate her guts. No, that's not true. Just kill me. I want to die. Dad, why'd you have to leave me like this? Why? Why won't you listen to me? I told you to kill me.
Security level?
All right, he's attacking. Well, he does not sound stable, and this is Yoshitsune, so that is a little scary, because this thing is notorious in the community for being incredibly strong. The Phantom Thieves are nothing if they don't listen to my request. Those who seek to wrongly influence my sister deserve to disappear. Okay, dude. Okay, gun didn't work. That's alright. Yep, there it is, Hasutobi. Oh, good dodge, everybody. So Yoshitsune is widely considered one of the best personas in Persona 4, and it's because of that Hasutobi skill. It is terrifyingly strong. Do you reflect physical? I don't think you do. You block it, though. Okay, well, I already debilitated you. I don't think you have any weaknesses. I could be completely wrong, though. But we will figure it out. How many more bios do I have? Oh, I actually don't have too many. I guess if you think about it... Oh god, you charged. I guess if you think about it, the majority of those bios were... They were tier 3 personas, so it's not like... I'm gonna actually swap out Violet. I feel like she's not good in this fight. I'll bring it on. I guess the tier 3 personas don't really have much I can talk about, because it's basically just like, oh hey, do you remember that one persona from the beginning of the game and that very important story moment that they awaken to? It's that. It's that. But they've got a little extra. Okay, I don't think that really makes a difference. I think I've got to go for statuses here. Can I Marin Karen here? Guess we'll find out. Nope. Okay, well, I'm about to eat. Oh no. Oh no, the charge plus that. Can I get a freeze or something, please? I guess I'm gonna wait to use that until Joker's turn, and you block that too. I'm scared. Mom, come pick me up, I'm scared. I'll wait to do the other bios until after this fight, I think. I don't really remember how long this area is. Oh, you are really debuffing me. That's kind of awkward. I guess I can just go balls to the walls and try to buff up everybody. The full party heat rise with a full party concentrate. That'll work, right? I am... Oh, he's gonna act before I can get everything off. So I'm not gonna be able to kill it. Oh, I've still got Futaba. I'm fine. Navs are broken. Navs are broken. Always make sure you level up their Confidant, because, or I guess Social Link, just depending on what game you're playing. Do I have a stronger move? Absolutely not. Okay, that's fine. Oh no. That's fine, I think. Do I want to debilitate instead of attack? That's probably the move. I really don't want this thing to get a charge to Hasutobi with plus attack, plus crit rate, and I have minus defense or whatever it is. I don't know. Oh, you resist fire. Oh, showtime. What else has happened recently? I feel like we've all obviously had a lot of stuff. I mentioned this before, how much it bugs me that the third semester, like, a majority of it isn't voice acted for some reason, and that's something that, like, obviously I know voice actors are expensive, like, I totally understand that, but at the same time, like, oh, why didn't you just use a physical attack? But at the same time, like, you've got such important moments like the Third Awakenings, and you've got random instances in like Maruki's Palace that are just not voice acted for some reason, or like the depths of Mementos, like when we saw all the cables. Like, you've got so many things about this game that are great, and the lack of voice acting in these sections, it's just really confusing to me. And again, I totally understand, voice actors are expensive. I get it. Like, this is an expansion, it's not a full game, but also at the same time, like, when this game came out, when Royal came out, they just full-on charged for a new game because it wasn't a DLC, so I don't get it. I really don't. But anyway, Sumire. I've wanted to talk about her for a while, and I guess there's no better time than now. She's my favorite character in this game. And I know people have criticisms, and I can see if you came from vanilla and then getting plopped into Royal, where she just kind of shows up every now and then. I personally don't think it's bad because they're just these added scenes here and there. Like, they're just there. She's this character in the world. I don't think I've ever related more to a character in any piece of media. I'm gonna keep that personal. I don't really want to divulge aspects of myself on, I guess, like very, very personal aspects about myself, about my own life and my own relationships on this channel. That's just something I'm not super into. But her story, the things that she goes through, and all of the things it's about, like that. Basically, it's a very severe form of imposter syndrome for a couple reasons, obviously, but it's just, it resonated really heavily with me, and I love her to death, and she gets a level up right as I'm talking about her, and she gets Brave Step. Oh, so this is a full party rebellion? I believe it's rebellion. It's not revolution. She is basically your I'm going to crit machine, and Apt People is part of that, and this is part of that. What do I get rid of? Do I get rid of Dia Rahan? I feel like I do. I want Makogeon and I want Kogeon, because those are going to be helpful for fights later. I'm trying to think of like hard fights coming up, especially like the final boss. If you haven't fought the final boss, do you want multi-target skills for that?
How are you?
You alright? Have you calmed down? Must have been hard to tell yourself that you hate your sister. Yeah, but it's not something I told myself. Huh? I refused to believe that some part of me felt that way about my sister. The more I refused it, the larger that feeling got until it became monstrous. But now I can accept that part of myself.
Could it be?
Does that mean you really did hate your sister? Yeah, those are my true feelings. But it's also true that I love her. Both were real. No more wanting to die. Thank you. Even after I told you I hate my sister, you still tell me that. Maybe I sent out that request because those were the words I wanted to hear. I probably can't be with my sister after injuring her, but I'm so glad that I was able to feel that I love my sister again.
I owe you one.
Thank you, Phantom Thieves. Yeah, that's a very Persona 4 request, but we got that done, so the 2 requests that we came for, they're all done.
This is amazing.
Let's keep exploring. We don't have any more targets in Mementos. I'm gonna keep talking about Sumire, and then I'll do the bios, but I just, I guess this is true for every Persona game. When you find a character, especially in this series where it's all about accepting yourself, when you find a character who goes through these same struggles as you, who has the same character-defining strengths and weaknesses, it serves as kind of a mirror, right? It serves as a reflection on who you are, and having a developer show that in a game and, to me, handle it very well. Again, I know some people don't like Sumire very much. That's fine. You do you. But for me, understanding her story of self-hatred and contempt for who she was and what she's done, that's something that really hits home. And also the feeling of inferiority to somebody very close to you, of doing the same thing and trying to achieve very similar goals and never being able to quite do what the other person is capable of. And it feels suffocating when you try and try and try and you just can't really find yourself. And again, when a game is able to effectively communicate that feeling of isolation and even hopelessness, that's really powerful. Because, and I think part of it is that Sumire as a character, she's not Joker, right? She's not somebody that we project ourselves onto, so you do get to see it from an outside perspective. You know, it's not the main character going through these things and you're going it. It's being able to, again, look in the mirror and see how does this look from the outside, and I don't know. It was very powerful for me, and it's one of the reasons why I specifically love Royal so much, because it does really, really, really focus on three fantastic characters. Akechi and Maruki and Sumire are kind of known as the Royal Trio, where they're the focus of Royal's story, and, you know, I think most of us, our favorite characters in games are the ones we relate to the most. And for me, that's Sumire. I've also said that I love Kanji from P4, and I will stand by that. I think he has some of the best character growth of any character in any piece of media ever, and his story is incredibly interesting. And while I still love Kanji so much, Sumire is absolutely my favorite from this game. And on top of that, I just really like all of her interactions with Joker, and I've said this before, she's just really nice. Like, I'm somebody who really values, and I know I'm not this way, I'm somebody who really values someone who is just a nice person, and I feel like I'm not necessarily that type of person. I don't want to say it's like a do as I say, don't do as I say, not as I do type of thing. I just have a different... Part of it is my sense of humor. I'm very much if I tease you, like, I like you. Not in like a romantic way, but just like, if I mess around with you, that means that I appreciate our friendship in a way. But, you know, I've always really admired people who are just nice. Like, I feel like empathy and compassion are two very underrated traits for people to have now. And I think if we were all a little bit more compassionate and a little bit more empathetic, that would solve a lot of the world's problems. You know, it wouldn't make it Maruki's reality where everybody's happy all the time, but I think it would make a big difference. So, you know, I really, really, really appreciate people who are just nice. Yeah. So those are my feelings on Sumire. Take him how you want. If you want to try to construct your own image of who I am in reality based off my very vague hints to my life based off Sumire's story, be my guest, I guess. If you want to try to, I don't know, psychoanalyze me through a YouTube video about a video game, and a girl who was psychoanalyzed by her counselor and thought to mistakenly be her dead sister, I go for it. If you can successfully do that, congrats, I guess. I won't tell anybody if you're right or not, but yeah. And I think we all have a little bit of like first Persona game bias. Like there's the running theme within the community of like whichever Persona game you played first you love the most. And I can understand that because that is what introduces you to the series, and that's where your like foundational concepts of the series stem from. Like if you played P3 first, you know, your view of like, oh, a Persona game needs to be dark and the characters need to be developed throughout the whole course of the game, whereas like if you play P5 first, it's like, no, like it can still be funny and lighthearted, but also, you know, the characters need strong development when they're introduced. And I think there's a mix, like there's a lot of parts of P3 that I really admire, like how the characters are so well developed throughout the course of the whole story, but then there's also parts like I really don't think anything in Persona 3 can really hold a candle to, or I guess on the gameplay side, Persona 3 really doesn't hold a candle, even Reload, to Royal, because the palaces are fantastic, and the Tartarus is just an absolute atrocity. This throne is trying to speak to us, though. Give me the goods. Hell, Magatama, can you give me Shamor? Nope, okay. Oh, you just... Okay. I thought I would still have my turn. I guess not. That's not a big deal. I've never noticed that the animation for that is Throne just takes his hood off, which is very odd for like a casting spell, and I don't need this extra help, Futaba. I guess Psycho Force. There's nothing really left for me. This is the hard part of doing these commentary things, is I feel like we're at the end of the game, and I've kind of talked about everything that I want to talk about. Obviously, we haven't progressed through Sumire's Confidant. Like, we don't know the ending of it yet, and I will say I think we're on rank 6. The last 4 ranks they're really cute. Like, it's part of the reason why I like her so much. She's just a cute person. Just her demeanor, I guess. Like, look at her. She looks so happy. Even in the portrait right there. I don't know. I just like her. It's like the meme with Lisa Simpson? With the potato? I think it's Lisa. Homer and Lisa? Is Lisa the mom? I've never watched The Simpsons. Marge. No, I think her name's Marge. Marge Simpson. She's got the potato, and she's like, I just think it's neat. It's like that. I just like her. I don't know. I like a lot of the characters in this game. There's not really many who I actively dislike. Oh, hi. You're a big shadow. And at least with the ones that I don't like, I can understand them to an extent. Like, I think people... This is something true for Mishima, especially. And I think I've mentioned this in the past, but, like, people equate someone who they don't like to they are a bad character, and that drives me freaking crazy. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. Because, hey, guess what? It's okay to be like, I would never like this person in real life, but hey, guess what? They're a good character. Like, I think people really forget that. Like, yeah, Kamoshida, terrible, terrible, terrible person. Amazing character. Absolutely amazing character. I don't understand why people confuse that. It drives me crazy. But like, Mishima's a great example. Like, I don't like Mishima as a person, but as a character... Oh, you're charging. That's kind of scary. But Mishima as a character is fantastic, and I need to find something that's going to repel physical. I also need something that's got decent magic. Do I want to fight fire with fire? I guess I do. Why not? That did not do very much. I guess... Oh, am I charged? Oh, I thought I was concentrated. I'm not smart. That's okay. But yeah, I've been prepping for a reload. I I'm on the very last day. I'm about to go face the final boss. I'm just trying to piece together every last little... Do I want a life wall here? I think I just... Yeah, physical... So this is a Tetrakarn and a Makarakarn simultaneously. I'm about to go face the final boss, which... I'm playing on safe, so it's not a big deal. But... it's a lot of fun. It's a good time. Oh, that reflects all 4 times. Oh, that's strong. Oh, that's stronger than I thought it was. Why did I think that was so bad? I don't know. I guess I know I write off Tetrakarn and Makarakarn so much, but I feel like a lot of the time they are just a little too niche for me. And I like consistency with my characters. Why are there so many strong enemies on this floor? Is this another Abaddon? Yeah, okay. I don't really want to fight these. I think I'm just gonna run away. I guess that's the good thing you have to keep in mind is sometimes, especially once you've maxed out Ifumi's Confidant or whatever level that skill is, you can just run. You can just run away from fights and run away from your real life problems, just like I do. No, I try to face my fears as much as I can, but sometimes it's hard. Just like with Sumire, sometimes you just want to run away from everything, but unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, depending on how you look at it, we do not live in Marky's reality. So we've got to face our fears, and I don't want to deal with these. It's just going to take up too much time. We've got to face our fears, and we've got to face ourselves. If you want to go all P4 about it, which I am excited to eventually do this challenge with Persona 4. I'm not sure. Oh, we get treasure demons here. Let's go. I'm not sure if they're gonna make a Persona 4. Words are hard. Persona 4. Oh my God, remake. I just blanked out there. You know, I think it needs the remake less than 3 does. I feel like the game holds up significantly better. Oh, I can't insta-kill the enemies anymore. No! Or they're just treasure demons. That's not a big deal. Yeah, I feel like the game just holds up better. You know, it feels less dated than 3 did, because 3 felt really, really, really dated. Oh, this is Crystal Skull. I think the guide tells me what it's weak to. It does. Oh, you're weak to win. I was trying to read. I'll just grab this. You always want to grab the treasure demons because they're just good to have in the back. Like they all have good skills. They're just fusion fodder. I really don't need Moloch and Melchizedek, but speaking of personas, I could probably go ahead and go to these next ones. So, next persona bio. This is Zhao Gongen. So Zhao Gongen is one of the most important mountain deities in Japan. It's associated with many religions and beliefs like Shintoism, Taoism, Buddhism, and a bunch more. He is considered the protector of Mount Kimpusen, I think that's right. And also a lot of temples throughout Japan are dedicated to him. I didn't even notice that was a treasure or a big boom demon, whatever it's called. Disaster. Stat-wise, Zhao Gongen is the ultimate persona of the Strength Arcana, which means you get an exclusive trait. So, Zhao Gongen's exclusive trait is Undying Fury. This adds 30% to physical skills, so it's basically just very good, what's it, striking weight? You also get a massive, absolutely enormous attack stat. You get God's Hand, you get Gun Amp, you get Blazing Hell, and I believe Undying Fury stacks with Gun Amp, so go fuse into him and get good gun skills. Oh, Thor. You wanna just give me some money? Okay, I'm just gonna let him go. I don't really wanna deal with getting attacked by him. So yes, like any ultimate persona, it's gonna be good. You're gonna find plenty of uses for it. This one is obviously a physical attacker, so that's the main reason to snag it. Well, it's time. It is time for the best persona in the game. this is Izanagi no Okami and Izanagi no Okami Picaro. So, Okami just means great deity. That's all it is. So it's big old beefy Izanagi. Stat-wise, like I said, literally the best persona in the game. Probably the most broken persona in the entire series. Okay, like where do I even start with this thing? I guess we can start with its trait. No. Let's start with this exclusive skill that it gets. Myriad Truths. Okay? Myriad Truths deals heavy almighty damage to all foes 3 times. It also gets Angelic Grace. It also gets Concentrate. It also gets Heat Riser. The Picaro version will give you Debilitate, so kind of a either or. You also will get Almighty Boost. You will also get Victory Cry, probably the most broken skill in the series. Victory Cry fully restores your HP and SP after battle. So, if you are looking at the DLC, you're like, oh, I can grab this level 90 persona, but oh, I can't use its skills because I've got no SP because I'm level 9. No, you can, because you fully restore everything after battle. And I said we were going to start with the trait, but I figured, you know, let's end with the trait. This is, so everything you've heard so far sounds pretty damn good, right? Basically, if you use this thing, you're going to blaze through the game. No problem. I will blaze through Yaldabaoth on easy mode or whatever with just using this and not doing much else.
Hey, good job.
Oh, Jose, you little shit.
Somewhat recently.
I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish this bio. The last thing that Izanagi no Okami and Izanagi no Okami Picaro get, an exclusive trait called Country Maker. Its attack and defense scale with the compendium completion. At 100% completion, you deal double damage and take half. Like, this thing is so utterly, unbelievably broken and busted, it absolutely breaks the game. It is so absurdly strong. And if you want to just play through the game and just look at the story and not worry about any of the gameplay, just grab this persona. Either or, literally doesn't matter which one. Anyway, Jose's voice acted, apparently. So let's see what he has to say.
I haven't learned much of anything about this place yet, so I need to drink some more flowers. Ah. The flavor has this... No, I'm here for my studies. Hi.
Oh, sorry, did you want to... Okay. Alright, well, the little Rugrat has stuff for us. I really wish he would not have... Do I want to do the XP? I think I'm going to keep the EXP there for now. I mentioned I don't want to be super over-leveled for everything. If you don't care, go ahead, knock yourself out. I'm going to not... Why can I not get this? Oh, I already have 99. I'm so stupid. Yeah, if you don't care about difficulty, go ahead and do the XP up. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just I've played this game so many times. I feel like I have a general understanding of the difficulty curve and everything, and I've fought the final boss when I was level 99, and it's not as much of a challenge as I would like it to be. I don't want to breeze through all these fights. I know I've mentioned how the difficulty in P5, especially Royal, is not super crazy, but I don't want to make it worse. So this is what I'm doing. Next Persona bio. This is yet, I guess I didn't mention the Archangel before today. This is Uriel. This is another one of them. So people seek out Uriel's guidance whenever they need help on stuff. If that makes sense. Kind of like an advisor angel, in a way. His name means Flame of God, and Uriel's actually never mentioned in any scripture. So, yeah. I don't know where it really came from. I shouldn't have done that. I'm so dumb. Anyway, stat-wise, in-game, honestly, more of like an all-arounder persona. Or one of the why do I keep doing I'm mashing. Ugh. Still, you've got a good physical attacker here. And you also get Angelic Grace and Spellmaster, so definitely pass those down, because those are good, and you want to use those, because they're good. So use the good skills. Anyway, next persona, this is another 2-for-1 DLC persona. This is Messiah and Messiah Picaro. So Messiah is just the savior of humanity, typically referring to Jesus from Christianity, obviously. It's like Messiah, it doesn't necessarily refer to Jesus, but at least in the Western world, I'm not so sure about in the East. When people say Messiah, probably 99% of the time they're talking about Jesus. Stat-wise, Messiah and Messiah Picaro are not horribly broken, which, I mean, I guess that's a little bit of a low bar after Izanagi no Okami. You get Oratorio, which fully restores the party's HP and also clears all of your debuffs, which is super good. So it's like Media Rahan plus Dakunda? Is that the right one? I think it's Dakunda. You also get Hallowed Spirit, which is a good support trait. The Picaro version gets Firm Stance, which is always good. That halves all incoming damage, but you can't dodge. So imagine putting that on Izanagi no Okami when you've got full compendium completion. You would take 1/4 damage. What else do you get? You also, yeah, you get more of, it's more of a defensive powerhouse rather than an offensive one. So yeah, but still, DLC personas are good. Would recommend using it. Oh, I can hit you with physical skills? I didn't think I could. Next one, this is actually the last one on the list. This is Attis. Attis is from Greek mythology. This is Cybele's son. Wait. Oh, okay. So, oh, I'm on the ground. Whoops, I'm trying to read and and play the game at the same time, and I'm struggling right now. Okay, so this is how this works. Cybele's son, and I think we will get to Cybele later. I don't think I've talked about it yet. Cybele's son was castrated and had his junk buried, and Attis was conceived when his mom ate a fruit from the tree that sprouted from that spot. So he grew up to be a very attractive man, and Cybele romantically pursued him, and she chased him because she wanted him, and he was chased back to that spot, castrated himself, and died. He was eventually revived by Zeus, and his followers would honor him by castrating themselves. I swear, that's what the SMT wiki said. If that's wrong, if I mixed up pronouns with him and said the wrong person, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I got everything right there. Please don't hate me. That's the story. The Greeks are really weird about sex and castration and rape in their mythologies. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I didn't grow up in early Greece, but here we are. Me talking about it in a game about anime, but here we are. Anyway, this is the ultimate persona of the Hanged Man of Arcana, because what other Arcana would it be? And we're at the end of this path, and I'm going to finish this really quickly. So, you get an exclusive trait, which is Vitality of the Tree. Why is it called that? This lets you use ambush-only skills all the time. It also gets Thermopylae, which is a full party heat riser for only 30 SP. So, that's really all you need to know about it's stat-wise in game. Vitality of the Tree plus Thermopylae. Okay, so that's all I've got. I'm going to switch out Sumire because she's got like no SP. I haven't used Ryuji yet, so we'll use him. So let's go. This is the cognitive control room. So let's head in here. Please, dear God, be voice acted. Whoa. God damn it. Ugh, the hell is this place? There's tons of computery stuff all over. This is the central data hub. This room is most likely where the data sent over from the palace goes. Hey, what's that on the screen? Various locations within Mementos. I presume this is less about surveillance and more looking for targets, though. What do you mean by targets? Think about it. While all sorts of unnatural events may be taking place in Maruki's reality, that doesn't mean every human's wish has already been granted. That's a good point. If everyone's wishes were already made into reality, there wouldn't be any requests on the fan site.
Yes.
Exactly. Therefore, Maruki is likely choosing certain targets with his system, then affecting each one individually. Probably using the same method as when he made Violet's persona go berserk that one time. But me, from what I remember, Dr. Maruki summoned these things that look like tendrils, and then they grabbed me. Wait, don't tell me. Are these? They look like tendrils to me. Indeed, these are the something Dr. Maruki is using to affect the minds of others, such as Violet, for example. Yes, that hypothesis explains much of what we've seen if it were found to be true. Maruki is extending these cables from his own palace, tunneling into the depths of Mementos, and spreading his influence from the same place the Holy Grail once occupied. That allows him to grant the wishes of any people he may discover once they've fallen under his influence. Screw that. This won't last much longer now that we're here. Okay, but I'm the one who has to do the actual hacking, though. And here she goes. Access by consultation subject confirmed. Temporarily suspend research data stream? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Well, the displays are showing parts of Mementos, right? I guess we can suspend something here? Let's find out. Gotta try something. You got it. I like the way you think. And there all the tendrils go. Research data stream suspended. Retracting pipelines. To resume data streaming. Yeah, go ahead and shut up now. We ain't resuming shit. Does this bring us any closer to stopping Maruki? All we did was suspend the data sharing. Stopping Maruki's a whole other story. I don't think this will interfere with his effect on Mementos. What good does suspending the data stream do to us? According to this console's output, all the cable tendrils are retracted now, possibly including some place in the palace that was blocked before? We won't know unless we check it out for ourselves. Let's say we head into the palace next. Yeah, we're done with what we can do here. Our next onto the agenda, a return to the palace. Alright, problem solved. I guess. I hope. We do have a lot of other things we can do here. Can I warp? I can. So you can see I've got 22 out of 40 stamps. Like I said earlier, you do not, I repeat, you do not need to get all the stamps today because we will be coming back to Mementos. What day is that? I think it's the 28th. If I can scroll. Yes, on the 28th, we will be coming back to Mementos. There's a lot of stuff I want to do that specific day because we are going to have, obviously we have nowhere else to explore really. So we're going to come back there. I'm going to do some bios. I'm going to do all the fun little extra stuff. And I'll show you guys some fun stuff there. Also, in case you couldn't tell, Maruki's Palace is kind of at the top of Mementos. You see that kind of red, I'm pointing at it on my screen like you can see what I'm doing, but you see the red outer ring. We've got kind of the tree looking thing with the cameras and stuff. That's Maruki's Palace, and we can see the cognitive control room is right below it. So I'm gonna head back. Do I want to fuse personas again? That is the question. What level do I have them at? Honestly, what level am I? I am 83. Yeah, I'll go ahead and fuse some more personas, so I will do these and I'll be right back. And I am now all the way up to fusing every persona up to level 83. We've only got a few more left in the compendium here, but there are some that are hidden through the group fusion, so that's why we're only at like 80, or I think we're at like 90%. We've got all these left over here. Group fusions don't show up in the compendium until after you fuse them for some reason, and we also have to keep in mind that we have not maxed out the Faith Confidant yet, so we don't have access to the ultimate persona of the Faith Arcana. So that means we still need to do that. If you are curious, here are all of the personas that I have fused if you want to pause and take a look. Alice is going to be incredibly strong. I think I'm going to go ahead and equip her. If you want to take a look at these, I didn't think too much about it. But yeah, most of these are pretty good. We've got a good variety of skills, a lot of very good passives so far. I am going to go ahead and save over my final Christmas Eve slot. It is what it is. Had to do it at some point. But you actually don't need to worry about getting like all stamps and stuff. Ooh, I need a Faith persona before I leave. Do I have one? And I don't have one. Damn. I was so ready to leave. It's fine. I can just talk through this. I would recommend... I guess if you're at this point, it doesn't really matter because you're already probably past this point. I'd recommend getting Chihaya Fusion Alarm, Fortune Telling, I forgot what they're called. But that will help you break personas in the future, which is always nice to have. What's my highest faith? Kuchulain. We'll go with that. But anyway, that's always helpful. We'll be breaking personas later down the line for like super bosses and stuff. But obviously we need a faith persona for Sumire because we got to max out her confidant. But like I said, if you want to grab Alice, I will do a bio on her later. But if you just take a look at that trait and then take a look at this skill, Die For Me, and then also Mudo Boost, yeah, it's a very strong persona. So now that I have a faith persona, I'm going to go ahead and exit. And we can head all the way back to the real world. Thank you for going to Mementos with me today. And it's not going to be very much. Yeah, not much. This episode's probably going to be cut down to an hour and a half, an hour and 40. So I'm at 2 hours and 12 minutes on the recording right now, just because I cut out all the Velvet Room shenanigans. And Futaba said that Mom made a post on the fan site. I guess she checked her history and found her daughter's posts. She apologized for everything. Taking a family trip to an amusement park too. She sounds more coherent than before too. I think she's all better. Ah, well, I'm glad that worked out. Yeah, I bet she got a nice big hug from her mom. I'm almost a little jealous. Oh God, almost. You'd think she'd be a little more honest with herself. But if you think about it, we'd never have fixed with this without Futaba. If we just passed it off as a false alarm, who knows how much worse their lives would have gotten. Futaba picked up on that cry for help. She was kind enough to fight for them. That's how we saved that family. And of course we get a text from Mishima. That client who was asked to be killed took down the request. The siblings were going to be separated, but his little sister spoke up. She was really against it, so the whole thing got called off. She's a little scared of him sometimes, but she still loves and appreciates him. Hey, that's pretty much what the guy was saying in Mementos. I guess they really do have that sibling connection, huh? From now on, they'll be supporting each other, and they'll get help from the grown-ups if they need it. It's also moving. Aw, Mishima, are you crying through text? No way, it's just been raining on my face. Anyways, nice work. So they ended up living together, huh? I can't tell you if that's a good idea or not, but as long as they can remember how much they care for each other, I think they'll be okay. I would agree. Makoto, I saw the fan site. I'm glad to see the change of heart helped things. Still, this request got me thinking about my own situation. He and his sister. They reminded me of the situation between Sis and I. I mean, she also kind of... well, never mind. It's a little like you, huh? Yeah, I think you're right. It's okay if I have my own problems with her. It's okay if I have my problems with her, right? Thank you, Ren. Seriously. Right, Makoto lives with her sister too. It's just the two of them there. I guess she's dealing with a lot herself. She's acknowledged her own conflicting feelings, huh? This request really made us think. Oh my god, another text! Ah! I love how the portraits were almost out of room when Sumire added. I can't believe what's become of Mementos. His power truly is tremendous. I didn't even think Mementos went that far down. That place is friggin' huge. Far up, more like. I lost track of how long we spent on those stairs. I know, right? That place is not made for my gamer physique. Maybe it's obvious, but when your legs and feet feel tired, stretching always helps. And it might be good to massage your pressure points too. Whoa, the athlete knows her stuff. Speaking of, didn't you say you're going straight to practice after this, Sumire? I'm actually just about to start my training, yes. How? Where did all that stamina even come from? Well, it's your call. Just don't go tiring yourself out. If you waste all your energy out of combat, you're not just useless, you're a liability. Then I'll make sure not to push myself too hard.
Yep.
Well, we'll have to get back to infiltrating the palace next time. I just hope our path isn't blocked. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. We will be fine. I don't want to talk to those guys, because, well, they're here. They're here, we might as well talk to them. What do you guys have to say? I can't believe we both got promoted. In my case, it was just an automatic advancement upon switching departments. Well, you sure seem happy about it. You were even calling your mother back home. Anybody would do that if they became an officer, wouldn't they? I guess so. So you do want to go ahead and make sure you save your game, because we're going to play a Vidya game today. In-game. We're going to play a game in the game while I'm recording a game for a game video on my game YouTube. We are going... No, not a DVD. I don't have one. We are going to play a game. We're going to play The Train of Life. And I already saved in Mementos, so I'm not super worried about it. I can always fast forward through the dialogue.
Okay.
Let's start it up. And we're going to use the cheat technique, whatever it's called. Okay, where is The Train of Life taking us today? It's the intermediate course. Awesome, we're off to a good start. And we have a good amount of money, too. This intermediate course is looking pretty simple.
Oh.
Wait, there's something rising up from the ground. Is that a gate? We can't get through. Snap, snap, snap. I'm the alligator who watches over this gate. Hence why they call me the alligator. Give me a number to open the gate, Snap. I'll give you 3 chances, Snap. Another one of these weirdos, just our luck. Should I like snap? Well, should I snap with my teeth to do this? Is that gonna work? So the numbers that open this lock are 3, 5, 7, and 9. Hopefully that came out on the microphone. Roll 2 dice and make sure they add up to one of those numbers. I'll give you 3 chances. So this all depends on your luck. I think you can do it. All right, time for the first roll. What do we got? So we need 3, 5, 7, or 9. All right, well that was easy. Oh, you rolled a 5. You're impressive, Snap. I let you through, Snap. Oh, the gate's opening. All right, let's head onward to the goal. And it looks like it's gonna be it for tonight. It helps, yeah, efficient thing, yeah. Really unfair request. It's just the train of life, nothing crazy. Couple useless points of kindness.
Yeah.
But let's head to sleep soon.